Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to start a dating blog. So basically what we are going to cover today is what exactly is a dating blog, how to pick a niche and niche down. Next, we are going to talk about something called web hosting, why you need it so that people can actually see your blog post. After that, we are going to install WordPress. We are going to install both a free and premium WordPress theme and important changes you need to make to your website so that you can start getting traffic. After that, I'm going to show you how to start writing so that you can write faster and better. And I'm going to show you different ways that you can make money with your website. Also, I'm going to tell you why you need to share your content on social media in the very beginning and about how many blog posts you need to write before you determine if your website is a success or failure. Be sure to check out the first 3 links in the description as I will be referring to those links throughout the duration of this video. Alright, so first things first, what is a dating blog? A dating blog is simply a blog where you ask and answer questions with regard to the dating space. Now, the great thing with the dating space is that it's a wide, large space. It could be everything from how to find a spouse, how to find a mate, how to get back together with your partner. Another thing you can write is about dating for age ranges. For example, dating over 50, dating over 60, dating as a single parent. There's a lot of niches to get into. And what you're looking at right now is the blog for OkCupid, and they're answering various questions, 5 tips for getting more matches. This is more in regard to their app or their service, OkCupid. But if we take a look at another one, the urbandater.com, thinking objectively about romantic conflicts could lead to fewer future disagreements. They're asking questions or answering questions of people that are already in a relationship. Now, one thing that you can do to pick a niche and niche down is take a look at a website that you like. For example, let's say we wanted to make content that was similar to the urbandater.com. What we can do is we can copy the domain name, and I'll talk about a domain name in just a moment, and we're going to paste the domain name right here and hit enter. And when we do that, we're going to see a ton of keywords that they rank for, and we could potentially rank for them too. As you can see, they rank for 5,000 keywords. I'm just going to click on here, and we're going to get a complete list of the keywords that they rank for. And what we can do is once this list is pulled up, we can pick out keywords that we could potentially create content on and start getting traffic. For example here, things to send to your ex that you still love, what to say to a girl you just met. So if you were teaching men how to pick up or start relationships with women, that could be a good opportunity as well. Because your website's going to be brand new, I recommend that you change the keyword difficulty to 5 or less. Keyword difficulty is a scale between 0 and 100. The closer you get to 100, the more difficult it can be for your new website to rank for the keyword. But as you can see here, it says things to say to your ex-boyfriend that you still love. That could be an interesting blog post that you could write. Now let's jump back over here. Let's jump back over to our slide deck here. The next step is really to get web hosting. Now, in order for your website to be seen by the masses on the internet, it needs to be hosted somewhere. And click the first link in the description for my #1 recommended web hosting provider for beginners. A web hosting provider, like the link in the description, will host your website on a server, which is basically a hard drive. You will rent hard drive space from them, and they will make your website available to the internet. In addition, you can get your domain name for free for the first year. A domain name is simply the name that other people, your audience, is going to refer to your website by. For example, the urbandater.com is a domain name, and you can get one of those for free for the first year. Now, what we're going to do right now is I'm actually going to show you step by step how to set up your domain name and web hosting with the first link in the description. It only takes about 10 minutes, and it's really easy, so we're going to do that right now. When you click that link, you'll be taken to this website where you'll go ahead and click Get Started. What I recommend is to click the first one on the far left, the basic plan, if you're just getting started with a website. As you can see, there are a number of options, but click that, click Select, and then move on. Here you're going to create a domain name. If you have one in mind, you can type it in here like you see that I do. What I recommend is try and find a domain name that's going to be related to your niche. Now, what I do is I type in a domain name that I know is already taken. When it's taken, you're going to get this error. What you can then do is go back and try different domains. Now, make sure, again, you want to pick one that's related to your niche. Click Next, and then you're going to see a green box that says that it's approved. The next step is simply to go through and enter in your contact information. Make sure that when you scroll down here, make sure that you leave all of the settings on. But again, enter in your contact information, the settings right here where it says domain privacy, leave all of this checked. If you don't leave it checked, you're going to get people reaching out to you, spamming you, emailing you, trying to get you to sign up for web hosting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sign up and then jump back to you once I sign on and move to the next step. All right, so I've signed up and I'm going to go ahead and set up my website initially. Just create a simple username and password, make sure it meets the requirements there, and then move on. Make sure that you write it down too. Write it down in a safe spot so that you have it and you remember it, because it can be a pain to go ahead and get everything back. You're going to have to enter in like some vital information, but just make sure that you write it down. It's really easy and really simple. Now, one thing that I do want to note is that this part is not sped up at all. This is actual real time, and you can see that you'll go from absolutely nothing to a complete website in less than probably 10 minutes. And once you click submit, you're going to move on to the next step where you get to log in. Here is where you're actually going to start creating your WordPress website. Now, the great thing is Bluehost really does everything for you, and it's really simple. So again, I'm not speeding this up at all, and I want you to see what it really takes to create a website. Bluehost is going to do a little bit of work in the background for you, and we're just going to actually click on skip this step. This one, first one I clicked on start a blog, but for the next step, just click skip, because we know what we're doing, and I'm actually going to tell you what to do so that we can get up and running. Click get started right here on the left hand side, and then move on. Just click skip here and click skip here. And then just pick the first one on the far left. Make sure that you're picking a free theme, because they'll charge you. They have both free and premium themes, which I'll talk about in just a moment. So right now, it's actually creating your WordPress website. In just a few moments, you're going to click on log in to WordPress on the right-hand side there. You'll see it in just a second. And then we can actually start looking at some basic configurations. All right, so we click log in, and now we actually have a WordPress website. What may need to happen is you may need to click refresh a few times to get it to work, but now we have our website, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to log in and delete a few plugins, because right now it has the coming soon. And so if someone tried to get to your website at this moment, it's going to say coming soon to them, even though we can see it. This is what your WordPress website looks like, but for everyone else outside of your network, it's going to say coming soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to plugins eventually, and we're going to delete some of the plugins that we don't need. Now, I talk a little bit about plugins later on, but plugins add additional features and functionality. We are going to deactivate the Bluehost as well as the other plugins that are already activated, and then we can go through and make the necessary changes, which I'll cover in just a moment. So we're going to deactivate them and then delete them. Now you want to make sure that you only have the plugins that you're using on your website. The more plugins you have, the slower your website's going to respond and function, and you're going to lose out on ranking. So make sure you have a lean setup, very few plugins, and then move on. As you can see right now, I'm just simply deleting some stuff that you don't need. If you want to, you could keep them, but obviously if you're just getting started, you don't need this other stuff. What's more important is the themes that we're going to talk about in just a moment, as well as getting writing. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete those, deactivate them, and then we're actually going to start moving on to settings, which you see right here. All right, so let's go ahead and make some changes that we absolutely have to make so that you can start getting traffic. The first thing that you want to do is you want to change your site title. Your site title is going to be the title of your website. You can make this basically your domain name. For example, my domain name is Web Hosting Rewind, and you can see that's my site title. And then the tagline is basically what your website's all about in a very succinct manner. As you can see here, mine says, get the latest news and info on all things web hosting. What you want to do is make sure that yours is relevant to your niche. For example, if you are creating content about makeup, you can say, come here for the latest tips and tricks for all things makeup. Next, you want to make sure that your WordPress address is HTTPS and not HTTP. Make sure your site address is HTTPS as well. And then the administration email should automatically be set. Uncheck the membership so that anyone can register. Make sure that this is unchecked. If we scroll down here, you want to change your time zone to your time zone. There are all sorts of them here. Next, you want to make sure that you have your date format set to the way you want, and then go ahead and click save. If we go down to writing, there isn't anything in writing that we need to change. After that, we're going to go to reading. In reading, very important, you want to make sure that your homepage displays to your latest post. That's the first thing. And the second one is you want to make sure that your search engine visibility is unchecked. do not check this. Discourage search engines from indexing this site. You do not want this, because if this is checked, people aren't going to be able to find your website, and everything that we do after this is going to be a waste. So go ahead and click save. This should be unchecked. Next, if we go down to discussion, there really isn't anything that we need to change here. Media, we can leave this as is, and then permalinks is going to be really important. Right now, your permalinks are set to plain. You want to change it to post name. This is done for search engine optimization. What's going to happen is when we create a new blog post, we are going to make it so that it's search engine optimized. We're going to use the keyword in our title, and that keyword is going to show up right here as well. And this is called search engine optimization. Make sure that it's set to post name, and then go ahead and click save. And really, that's everything that you need to do to make sure that you start getting traffic. All right, now that we've installed WordPress, we've installed a free WordPress theme. I'm going to show you in just a moment how to get a premium theme. We've made some changes to your website so that you can start getting traffic. Now, right now you have a basic WordPress theme. That theme has no additional features and functionality. If we take a look at this website, you can see this website's a little bit different. You can get an idea of who the target audience is for, and it's much more inviting. This is another example of a premium WordPress theme. I recommend that you click the second link in the description and get yourself a premium WordPress theme. The reason being is it adds additional features and functionality. If, for example, you want to sell something from your website, you can do that here. There's so many more features and benefits that come with premium WordPress themes. So click the second link in the description and it'll take you to this website. What you can do is once you get over to this website, is simply type in dating. And you're going to see there are WordPress themes that are set up for the dating niche. There's actually over 100 of them. What I recommend that you do is spend some time, go through, and find one that you like. Once you find one that you like, you are simply going to click this button to add it to the cart. You are going to check out and pay for the theme. And then once you pay for the theme, you're going to download a zip file. You're going to unzip or unpack that zip file, and there will be a second zip file. You're going to take that second zip file, and you're going to install it into the back office of your WordPress website. And to do that, you're going to go to Appearance and then click on Themes. When you click on Themes, you are going to click on Add New, and then you are going to click on Upload Theme. Then you can drag and drop that second zip file we just unzipped, or you can find it manually by clicking Choose File. The next step is to click Install Now and then Activate. Now, if we jump back over to our slide deck, the next step is to start writing. Now I get 3 questions when it comes to starting a brand new website. How do I start writing? How long should my blog post be? And how many blog posts should I write? To start writing, we're going to go to Post, and we are going to click on Add New. And then we are going to grab a keyword that we found in the previous step, things to say to your ex-boyfriend that you still love. So we're going to copy this just like this. And we are going to go back over to our empty blog post, and we're going to paste that into the title. And the reason why we're doing it this way is so that we can get discovered by search engines. This is called search engine optimization. And so what you'd want to do is go through and clean this up. All right, so once you have this cleaned up, I recommend that you jump back over to Google, paste in your keyword to get an idea of how long you should write. What you're looking for is you're simply looking for what your competitors are doing. You're looking for how long their blog posts are and what they're saying, what their messaging is, so that you can improve upon it. So if we go over to this website here, it says 8 things to say to your ex who you still love. What we're going to do is we are simply going to just take a look at the number of words that are on this page. If I had to guess, it's probably only about 700 words. If we look at this, it's actually 1,000 words. And what you want to do is you want to skim through this blog post and see if there's anything that they missed, and you're going to add whatever it is that they missed into your blog post. And what we're going to do before we actually start writing is we are going to take about 10 or 15 minutes and do a brainstorming session. In that brainstorming session, we are going to write 6 writing prompts. We're going to write who, what, when, where, why, and how. And what we're going to do is we are simply going to put ourselves in the minds of our target audience, and we are going to ask questions that are related to our keyword. We can say when to send messages, why You should keep sending messages. Now, what I want to highlight is when you're doing your brainstorming session, don't worry about spelling. It's more important that you get your ideas down on paper. You can always come back later and clean up the spelling. You could say how to send things to your ex, and so on. So take about 10 or 15 minutes and just brainstorm, come up with as many ideas as possible. After the 15 minutes, we are going to delete the ones that don't make sense, and the ones that we like, we are going to keep and turn those into subheadings called H2s. The next step is simply to just go through and answer the questions until you have thoroughly helped your reader. The final step is to click publish. Once you click publish, the blog post will be available for the world to see, hear, read, and react to. Now, if we go back over to our slide deck, the next step is to make money. Now, there are a number of ways to make money with your website. One of the most common ways to make money is by placing paid ads. Now, if we find one here, right here, for example, this ESPN logo is a paid ad, and it's actually placed automatically. As you can see, if we scroll up, there are a bunch of different paid ads right on this blog or website. Setting up paid ads is really easy, and it's basically hands off. What you can do is work with this company here called Google AdSense, and they will actually set ads up on your website automatically. You'll simply click on Get Started, go through the process of setting up paid ads, and then they'll have it right on every new blog post that you write. The only drawback to Google AdSense is that they don't pay out very much in the very beginning. You will make pennies on the dollar. However, once you start getting significant traffic, you can work with other ad networks like Media.net, Ezoic, AdThrive, Mediavine. There's a bunch of them out there that you can work with, and you can make more money. Another way that you can make money is simply with affiliate marketing. Now, with affiliate marketing, you are recommending or selling other people's products and services. And the way that affiliate marketing works is you are going to find products that are congruent or in line with your target audience. You are going to apply to become an affiliate. And once you are accepted, you can place affiliate links right into your blog post. Now, if you are in the relationship and dating niche, what I recommend is that you find affiliate programs that are congruent with that offer. For example, OkCupid might have an affiliate program. I know eHarmony has one. There's a number of them out there. It's very important that when you are an affiliate or doing affiliate marketing, that you find programs that are congruent or in line with what your customers are looking for. If people are coming over here looking for relationship and dating advice, do not recommend basketballs or underwater basket weaving. No one is going to buy. Now, if you want to learn more about affiliate marketing, the third link in the description will take you to a free affiliate marketing course. Another way that you can make money is simply to sell your own physical and digital products. Now, if you picked a WordPress theme in the earlier stages that had the ability to sell stuff, for example, this WooCommerce here, selling your own physical and digital products is actually really, really easy. And so selling your own physical and digital products is outside the scope of this video, but this is another opportunity to make money as well. The next thing you want to take a look at is to share your content on social media. Now, the reason why I recommend you share your content on social media in the very beginning is because Google is not going to send you traffic immediately. What you want to do is you want to go out and find relevant social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and share your content there, share your blog post there. But the key is you want to make sure that you're sharing it where people are actually interested. Much like the affiliate marketing, you don't want to go to a Facebook group for underwater basket weaving. No one's going to be interested in that content, but you definitely want to share all your blog posts on social media in the very beginning. The final question that I get is, how many blog posts should I write before I determine if my website is a success or failure? In my opinion, you should set a goal to write 50 blog posts. The reason why I think 50 is a very good number is because most people will only stop after 20. You're going to have 50 keywords out there, and you're going to become a better writer. And another benefit is you're going to show Google that you're serious about writing, which can be another benefit as well. Be sure to check out the 3 links in the description. The first link is for web hosting. The second one is for a premium WordPress theme. And the third one is for a free affiliate marketing course. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified when I upload a brand new video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.